I'm Andy from Andy's Workshop Corner. Today I'm going to be replacing the fuel tank in a 1971 Cutlass Supreme. I bought the fuel tank from Rock Auto. There it is right there. There's not a lot of equipment that you do need. Fuel tank, your support brackets right there, which I've painted and coated to keep it from scratching the bottom of the pan, and a transfer tank to get the gas out of your gas tank. So let's get started. All right, so the pump is clearly labeled out, in. So let's put it in the fuel tank. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is disconnect the fuel sending unit from the, let me show you where it is, guys. It's right here. The trunk. It is right here. See that brown wire right there? Pretty simple. Just disconnect it. Now that I have it disconnected right there, I go right here and just push it through the grommet. So when I drop the tank, I don't rip the wire. And there you have it. So then my next step is to disconnect the fuel lines. Now I'm underneath. I've got a fuel line right there in that corner. And these are there, and there. So let's disconnect those. Another thing I forgot to mention is for the fuel sending unit, there's a ground wire, which is right there, if you guys can see it. Right there. And that's got to come off as well. All right, so I got the music going. Sorry about that, guys, but anyways, I just undid that bolt right there for one of the straps, and there's the other strap right there for the fuel tank. Now remember, I emptied out the gas, so it's so now I'm going to take out the straps. So I took out one bolt already. Sorry I didn't show you that, guys, but there's the bolt for the other strap right there. It's a 9/16, and what happens when you take these off? They're fastened for little brackets, so it's gonna hold. But you could take that out later. You don't need to take that out until you're ready to replace the straps. All right, so I got the tank down right there, and it was empty. I actually pulled out like 6 gallons of gas. And yeah, so I filled up about 4 gallons out of one and 2 gallons out of another. So yeah, it was that gas just kept on coming. So like I said, it's imperative to take out the gas, because not only will it be heavier, but it'll leak out the side of it when you lean it down, because your gas lines are open at that point. So you have to get the gas out. So the next step is I am going to put the fuel lines on. Now I usually replace these, but because I recently replaced the fuel sending unit in this tank before it started leaking, you can see where it was leaking right there. Yeah, that was lots of fun. I already replaced these hoses like not even 2 months ago, so I'm going to use the same hoses, but I do have extra that I purchased over there if I feel like anything is not good. But I did notice when I took this out that my ground wire for my fuel sending unit was pinched right there, so I'm going to fix that. Okay, so I got those in right there. Now I'm going to put the fuel sending unit in, which is right there. Now I just want to tell you guys, if you have fuel injection, this is not the fuel sending unit you need. You need a double pass, and you also need a pressurizer. So this is not for fuel injection. To me, I just got a 4-barrel Edelbrock, but outside of that, it's just a single pass. Okay, now I'm going to install the fuel sending unit. So you need to put your O-ring in there. And you take your fuel sending unit, which goes like that. And let me just get this. Put a little bit of there you go. There you go. Just like that. Then grab your little compression ring. Very simple. It looks pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Then the fuel sending unit wire, which goes back into the trunk, I showed you how we disconnected it. It just plugs in right here, just like so. And that's pretty simple. There's the old tank. There's the new tank. All right, now I'm gonna put the straps that I made up. I put some protective film on it to keep it from rubbing through the powder coat, and then painted it black, but probably so unnecessary. Anyways, I am ready to reinstall the tank. All right, now that I got this bolted in right there and right there, the new straps. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on the fuel lines right there that's to, this one right here is to the sending unit. It's kind of hard to see. That sending unit's right there. There's the ground wire for the sending unit. So just put that on there. Yeah, I'm gonna need two hands. I'm gonna need two hand guys. I don't think I can do this without. Okay. Then there's the other one right there. I need to get the clip for it. Here's the clip for that one. So that's my next step, guys. I'm gonna put on, and then I'm gonna put the ground wire. Ground wire goes, this is the ground wire for the sending unit. It goes right there. And I did file away some bare metal just to make sure it's a good ground right there. All right. And last but not least, let's plug the sending unit back into the connection. All right. And boom. Yay. All right. That completes putting in a fuel tank.